Crime and the fear of crime are serious issues for people everywhere, whether you live in a city, town or in the country. Here in Gloucestershire, we're taking a very different approach to making people feel safer. For the first time anywhere in the country, Gloucestershire County Council and Gloucestershire Police in 2005 joined forces to undertake a programme to put more police officers on the beat. Funded entirely by the County Council, 63 extra police officers have been employed to provide local beat patrolling right across the county. Attached to the 18 safer community teams, each officer focuses on local issues at the heart of their communities. The programme has been a great success, with a significant fall in crime levels. We followed 2 County Council funded officers for a day to see what impact they're having. PC Gary Brewer is the County Council funded Safer Community Officer for Bourton-on-the-Water in the North Cotswolds. And PC Lynn Aston is the County Council funded Safer Community Officer for the Whaddon District in Cheltenham.
My policing area here is about 80 square miles. I've got 12,000 people in my area in a very widespread community, and we have the problems that you would get anywhere else. I feel we have got some advantages with a rural community, in that if you are a criminal, it's far harder to hide your activities amongst a tight-knit, strong community.
My role as a council-funded officer, I feel, is very important. I serve a community which likes to see people out on the street, likes to have a personal touch, to provide a safer environment, a safer community. We're trying to prevent people from feeling that they can't walk out their door, that their children are safe, and the elderly can go to the shops. We're trying to provide that safe environment for people.
We're going to Bourton-on-the-Water Primary School. We're going to speak to the head teacher, Mr. John Jones. Part of our regular community contact with the head teachers. Families have problems. Quite often the school teachers that work at the primary schools can often point out a developing problems. If we can say that this person's going to have a problem in the future, why not try and get in there early?
I have Gary's mobile number, I have his email address. A couple of times he's popped in for a cup of tea and we just walked around the school, and I think it's very important for the children here, the staff here, the parents here to sort of see that we're working together. And at the beginning, all of this is a cycle. You know, it happens over recurring theme with particular families, particular groups, and if we're going to break that, then we have to work together to actually do something about it at an early age as possible. The earlier it happens, the better it's going to be for everybody.
I think one of the good things that we've noticed when we're out on foot patrol is that people actually stop and talk to us now, and we've got that eye contact with people. It's when we started going out on patrol as a safer community team was that we couldn't get people to engage with us. People would avert their eyes and wouldn't talk to us, and that included the children as well. This is the Whaddon Primary School down here. As you can see, there's quite a lot of issues with parking down here. When I first started at Whaddon, people said, "Oh my goodness me, you're going to Whaddon? Oh heck!" You know, it was like Beirut as far as they were concerned, and that's come from people's perception of what Whaddon was like years ago. But now, I think it's a very friendly and a nice place to live, nice place to work. I think that if you restore that safer environment for people to live in, to work in, and to bring their children up in, then it can only provide them with that reassurance to actually talk to their next door neighbours and talk to the people that live over the street and get them to form those relationships again, which I think we've been missing for a long time.
We came down here and we spoke to some of the local residents and carried out a community impact assessment and asked the people, what are the issues? People felt that just nobody cared. We came up with a strategy whereby we identified the people that carried out, that put graffiti in the local alleyway. We arrested 6 young men, all on one day, all that live along this road. One Saturday morning we got them to come down and paint over all their graffiti to repair the damage.
The reason we've asked you to come today, we've teamed up with the festivals team to start to engage communities from different backgrounds and try and bring them together. So we thought we'd do that by a multicultural event that we called Fiesta in the Park.
PC John Carberry from the Wadden SCT Council Funded Officer for Prestbury.
Really seen since neighbourhood policing came in a reduction in crime and in the fear of crime as well, because there's such a visible presence of the police and communities know how to contact them and how to sort of influence what the police are doing in their area, which has been really great. And the officers involved are really good, you know, we've got really good links with them.
In the summer, get a lot of drinking on the green, causes a few problems with the local businesses. People get afraid when they see groups of young people drinking. Clearly, just because people are sitting around drinking doesn't mean that they're committing crime. And quite often part of our message has to be, we have to let people be able to lead their lives and have their freedoms. I feel a visible presence, somebody who you know, who you can speak to, who you can go down to the local police station and talk an issue through, it's absolutely vital. I like to think that the old version of the Bobby on the beat, perhaps the system we've got now, is even better than it was.
One of the things that we're particularly very proud of at the moment is the edible garden. Hi guys, how you doing?
We're off to a good start, I think.
Brilliant.
We've got the layout, the basic design, and that's the most important thing.
It's about the community helping itself really, and getting all the different people who are involved, like the university, the police, the probation service, the local council and that, to take their responsibility as well, to live up to their responsibilities for the area. And I think that together as a team, all these agencies and the St Paul's residents can make it into a fantastic place to live. Allow people to say hello to each other in the street much more, because they know that there's a place where they can come and get together to do a bit of work together.
This is an area where there's been some hare coursing. Normally it takes place in the evenings and perhaps Sunday mornings. That seems to be the favourite times for it. I like to have a drive around just to see what vehicles are around in the area, see who's out and about. Quite a lot of the hare coursing gangs can be very violent. We'll get out and see what we can see if there's anybody around. One of the problems with hare coursing is whilst they're out and about in the rural areas, is they'll be gathering intelligence, gathering information about what farm machinery is around, what vehicles are around, what plant they can possibly get their hands on. And what we're finding is quite often, a few weeks after you've had a visit by the hare coursers, we'll have a break into one of the farms, and farm machinery will go. So it's not just a case of hare coursing. It's a case of preventing other crimes as well.
Lynn is a really great community officer. She's set up so many projects in the Oakley area. We now have cadets running on a Wednesday night that Lynn set up.
Lynn understands quite well because she works with a multitude of different people. We're all on quite a good basis with her. You know, we talk to her outside of the project as well. So you know, if you see her in the street, she'll talk to you and you'll talk to her, and it's really good.
Being a community officer for Wadden has been an extremely rewarding part of the job for me. To get the respect or the people to know you within a community doesn't happen in 5 minutes. It doesn't happen in a year. It doesn't happen in a couple of years. You know, you've almost got to live and grow in an area, and that can take several years. It's important that they can see us beyond the uniforms, that we're people with mothers, we've got kids of our own, and it's good that they can come and ask us questions as well.
I'm going to look through the incidents to see what else has happened within the area today. All in all, I feel it's been a very good day, very worthwhile.
It has been a long day. It's been a very interesting day, and we've achieved a lot today. Met a lot of interesting people, a lot of good agency work, multi-agency work, which I think is going to develop, and a couple of things that have been resolved today. So yes, all in all, very good day. Sincerely hope that I'm going to be at Wadden for a long time, because there's a lot more to do.
Gloucestershire County Council is committed to working alongside Gloucestershire Police to help combat crime and to make people feel safer. The council-funded police officers are making a real difference and show just what can be achieved by working together to care for our communities and the people we serve.
Gloucestershire.